God, Tierra, you made it. Thank God. How was your flight?
It was okay, but what's going on here, man? What happened to Daddy? Where's Mom?
We don't know. They're monitoring him. They said it was a massive heart attack. Try to stay calm.
Oh, I can't. That's my daddy. I gotta go see him.
Tierra, try to keep it together. We don't want to upset these people.
Okay.
They are taking care of Daddy.
Okay, you're right. Oh, you're right. Okay.
I'm texting Mom now to let her know that you're here. She'll come out so you can go in. I know they said no cell phones, but she'll be checking her phone.
Oh, why is this happening?
I wish I had the answer to that. You want some coffee?
No, I don't want no coffee. I want to see my dad. He could be in there dying.
Don't speak that on him. You watch your little mouth.
Ooh, don't start with me right now. Please, every time with you is drama. This is not the time for you to be a hall monitor.
Listen, little missy, while you were out there in this world with your little fast friends in the streets, I was here. I was here helping Daddy with the church, doing the right thing. You, on the other hand, were out there partying and rebelling.
It's not my fault that you were stuck in the house being Little Miss Perfect, Daddy's little pet.
Oh, Daddy's little pet?
Yeah, man, I had to find myself.
Oh, yeah, you found yourself and a few dozen men along the way. I have been here with Daddy, helping him doing the right thing. I have been steadfast in his word, and I'm making spiritual progress.
You're making spiritual excuses. Let me text Mama myself. I'm not gonna sit here.
Suit yourself. Oh my God. He got so many tubes in him, I can't watch. What are they saying? Well, they're still running tests right now. They just need to see how bad the damage is. They just can't say right now. All this technology in the world, they still can't say? That is unacceptable. Cheryl, please, stop trying to control everything and everyone. It's in the Lord's hands now. Tierra, find time for you to show up. It's good to see you too, sis. No, you had Daddy worrying all these nights while you were out there in the streets. He didn't even know where you were, who you were with. He was just still preparing for you.
Daddy knew I was fine.
Look, you could have at least called. I mean, you worried him half to death. He was worried, staying up late. I wonder if he was gonna get a horrible call in the middle of the night.
Why am I being attacked? I'm just here to see my daddy and y'all won't stop.
Now look, I'm sorry, okay? I know I came off just a little strong, but come on now, you know we just worry about you.
I don't want anybody to worry about me. I actually take care of myself.
Yeah, you can take care of yourself and all the men in the streets too. You know what? You are so judgmental. You need to repent. Somebody has to tell you. It might as well be me. Cheryl! What? I'm just stating the facts. Here you go again.
You know what? I'm out. I'm
Bye.
going in here. I can't stand to be in here with her.
The girl needs to hear the truth. You know what? You are just a no-good, malicious hermit. You're just a sideline commentator trying to be in everybody's business because you don't have any business of your own. You need to start worrying about what I need to do, and you need to start paying attention to what's going on in your own house. What? Excuse me? Yeah, I said it. You think I don't have eyes? You think I don't have ears? I was raised by the same woman as you, and I ain't no fool. But he is a good man. You just need to worry about yourself and don't worry about what's going on with us. Yeah, really? Looks like we have another person involved in this little equation. You are so cold. You need to learn how to start standing up for yourself instead of letting some no-good man treat you like a floor mat. You know what? Look, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna go take a walk. Yeah, go ahead and run away from your problems and see if they don't follow you. You people are weak. You have no backbone. Stand for nothing. I speak the truth.
Okay, man, as soon as I heard the news, baby. How's he doing?
They're monitoring him now. We still don't know.
Well, can we at least go and see him?
Well, you can go in when Tashira and Tierra comes out. Send only 2 at a time.
Are you sure it was a heart attack? I mean, me, that man, and my pops, we just went hunting last month in Oxford. I mean, he was healthy as a horse. This man picks up a log the size of Northeast Dallas and throws it 10 foot.
I know, but they said it was 2 blocked arteries.
2? Hell, my daddy got 4. And he at the strip club right now, making it rain.
I do not need a visual on that.
Ooh, I done seen that man do some things with those old young 20-somethings, let me tell you. A social security check goes a long way on the college campus.
Like I said, I do not want a visual.
Look,
Enough.
you know what? I've heard all the stories about your father. I mean, my dad has told me everything. But there's one thing that sticks out. Your daddy wasn't always a pastor, you know. Him and my dad, I mean, they got into some stuff way back then.
Oh, God, yes, I've heard.
I mean, from selling drugs to running numbers, I mean, they pretty much did anything for a fast buck, which is how your daddy got his nickname.
I've heard 100 times. No, wait, that's 101.
Yeah. But guys sure did come down that last time they got popped. I mean, your dad was facing some serious time. Showed him favor with that judge. And ever since then, your daddy vows to serve the Lord with the rest of his life.
Yes, and that he did.
He sure did, and God blessed him. Blessed him with a beautiful wife. Blessed him with a TV ministry, a huge congregation, and 3 beautiful daughters.
Well, 1 beautiful daughter and 2 slightly above average daughters.
You know, my dad, he wasn't like that. I mean, my dad was more of a street cat. And he didn't have no time to listen to no God. But then that day, he gets shot in the back. Doctor's telling him that he's never gonna walk again. And then your daddy actually advised him, do not make that drop in Texas. It's too dangerous. Did he listen? 18 days. 18 days he lay up in a hospital bed. Can't move his legs. Your daddy walks into the hospital room. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting right there. Came in there with his Bible, speaking with authority. Walk. Rise up and walk, you child of God. So he gets up. It was a miracle. Changed his life. And from that point on, he was a believer. I was a believer. Hallelujah. Oh, God.
What's gotten into you?
Man, you know, hey, look, girl, this is time to celebrate. Come on. Right? Hey, man, we haven't seen you in so long. I mean, ever since you was wearing the high school uniform. Girl, where you been?
I've been around.
Around the block.
Really.
Let me tell you something, but you know what? You know that your father wasn't always a pastor, you know.
I think I heard this before.
You didn't hear this story.
I can't believe this is happening to Daddy.
Listen, Dad is a fighter. I know everything will be okay.
No, but it's so hard.
Listen, slow. Remember when we were little kids and we were about 7? You were a little older. Actually, you were a lot older.
Girl.
Anyway, Tiara was just a baby. And remember we took a road trip down to North Carolina?
Oh, I remember, yeah.
We drove in Dad's old beat up Volkswagen Bug. Remember that?
How could I forget? You could see the smoke coming before you even saw the car.
I know.
You know how bad I got teased at school for that old hoopty?
Well, it broke down and Dad got out and he tried to fix it for hours. It was so hot out there.
Oh my God, it was so hot. Ever since then, I've been 2 shades darker.
Girl, we the same color. Anyway, he got out and he finally screamed, "My God is bigger than this problem." Then he kicked that old bug and that son of a gun actually started up. Remember that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it was a miracle.
I'll never forget what he said. He said, "Don't talk to God about how big your problems are. Talk to your problems about how big your God is."
Amen.
So let's have some faith, okay?
Yeah, you're right. But you know I'm still mad at you, right? But life and death are in the power of the tongue. And baby, no, your tongue is deadly, okay?
The truth should set you free.
Whatever, Cheryl. Look, I'm gonna go check on Dad. You coming?
No, I'm gonna let everybody else go since they said 2 at a time. You go ahead.
Hey, sure, I came as soon as I got the text. Where is it? And where's Tashira?
They're saying only 2 at a time, and he's not doing too good. But you know all about that, huh, Gordon? Not doing too good. Being as though that's how you treat my sister.
Excuse me? Look, I came to check on my father-in-law, not to be attacked by you.
Oh, I haven't attacked you yet, trust me. Now, she's not going to be able to hold me back much longer.
Look, you need to stay in your lane.
No, you need to stay out of those skirts that don't belong to your wife.
Don't say it. Okay? No need to spread nasty rumors, especially if they're not true. And I would appreciate it if you do not perpetuate nasty gossip. And by the way, that is a sin, Mother Teresa.
Take the log out of your own eye, says the word. Adultery is a sin that God hates, and you are playing around with fire. Not spiritually, but physically. You don't want me to introduce you to 357 Magnum Lane, do you?
You know, you a crazy little bitch.
Hey, Gordon. Man, so good to see you.
Man, I got over here quick as I could.
Man, it's good seeing you, man. Where you from?
No, man. I was at I had a board meeting.
This late? Man, you guys are working pretty late over there at the firm, huh?
Yeah, a big personal injury.
Personal injury right behind.
Looks like I'm gonna go take me another coffee break.
You know what? I'm pretty thirsty myself.
How do you take it?
2 sugars, cream.
Oh, done deal.
I know you've got some secrets under that little chastity belt that you need to go to the hotel.
What are you talking about?
Time will tell.
Is Mr. Campbell okay? Gordon texted me and said that was an emergency. Where's Gordon?
You know, you've got some nerve showing your face up in here. You are not a part of this family.
Look, Miss Thane, I'm here to support Gordon and Gordon only. I can care less about what you think about me.
You shouldn't care about what I think about you. You should be worried about what God sees.
Yes, and he sees you being your normal evil missus.
You know, what's done in the dark will come to light.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing that people not caring.
Evildoers didn't hear the word and they perished.
I'm not gonna stand here and let you talk crazy to me. Just tell Gordon I came by.
Good idea. Can't believe you even thought of it.
I hope that your father gets well.
And I hope that your soul gets right. God will take care of my daddy. He don't need you bringing that curse up in here. Mona?
I just stopped by to check on your father. Gordon texted me.
He texted you, huh?
Yeah, you know, with our work phones.
Oh, work phones, huh? So how is it working with my husband?
He's an excellent boss. He's wonderful.
Oh, he's wonderful, huh?
Yeah. He's very productive and knows exactly what he wants to get done. Very precise.
So, you guys have been productive together?
Yes. Yes, we have. Please tell your husband that I stopped by and tell him to call me.
Tashira, please give me the word. I will
Oh, no.
stomp her.
She says they're productive together.
Please, Tashira, just give me the word. I mean, she just doesn't know. I will reach down and I will smite her for her iniquities.
I can't take this, Lord. Help.
Come sit down, Mom. Stay strong. God will see us through.
My husband is all I have.
No, Mama. You got us. You still got us.
He's such a good man. He's a good husband. He's a good father. He's a good leader. I can't believe that God would take him now. Thomas, thank you so much for coming. This is so hard.
I seen that man make it through some things.
Gordon, good to have you here with your family.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, mommy.
Oh, my baby, my baby. Oh, God. Thank you so much. Oh, God, answer prayers.
Always here for you.
You just don't know how much it means to have all of my family home.
Amen. We are going to see you through it. Amen.
Amen. Baby, you look so skinny. Oh my God, have you been eating?
Yeah, it's just Pilates.
Pilates, my behind. You need to be eating some pork chops.
Never, ever eating that.
She's already been getting a lot of sausages out there.
Cheryl,
What? I call a spade a spade.
and I call a big mouth a big mouth. Now shut it.
You girls know I did not raise you to fight like this.
Gosh.
Hey, don't make me have to tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to cherish your sister.
Now, you just do your best to hold it together. We're going to use our faith to get us through this.
Amen, Mama.
Did you apologize?
But Mama, she had it coming. Amen. The word says, go to your brother. Amen. I'm going.
You better.
Oh, that woman is like a firecracker.
Well, Thomas, what are you looking at? You're a little old for firecrackers, aren't you?
Anyway, go grab me a cup of coffee. Anybody want some, Gordon? No? All right.
Lord, let me go check on my husband. These girls are gonna give me another heart attack. Lord, please do not take this aggravating man out of my life. Please, God, do not take him out of my life.
Every time I come home, it's drama with her. And Mama believes everything she says, dude. I'm done.
I know. I mean, I just hate that every time we get together that we have to meet up like this.
That's why I never come
Lord, Lord, have mercy. They trying to take my brother from me. Lord, help me. Lord, not me, Hermana. Oh, put me up and see my legs get weak. Oh, Lord. Oh. Oh, they trying to take my brother. Oh, child, I was in that line at the Wally World. About to get my last minute shopping for my Christmas dinner. I got the call. I was in the line. They say 10 items or less, but I had 15. But everybody know meat and milk don't count. Because everybody need meat and milk. They was just going to have to understand that. I was about to swipe my food stamp card with not mine, but my nephew's. Because I maxed mine out. And I sold a few last month. But at any rate, oh, as soon as I got the car, I rushed right on over here, child. I left that bucket right there, even though them tombstone pieces was on sale for 10.
Oh, no.
Yes, Lord. Now you know I had to come over and see about my brother. I left them tombstone pieces. But nonetheless, Lord, I'm here. Oh, I got to take care of my brother. Oh, y'all help me. Baby, family. Oh, Lord. I said family. Oh, thank you.
Thomas is here.
Thomas is?
And he's big and strong. He's probably better than
Oh, wow.
Child, I remember when you was first born. Oh, Lord, we thought you weren't gonna never be able to get no man, not with that big old snout that you had, looking like a toucan from the ghetto, imported from the Caribbean. A freak of nature, that's what you was. Yes, you was, a little big nose self. Honey, relatives used to come from everywhere just to look at that nose. They didn't even believe it was real. I told your mama she need to stop doing that. She wouldn't listen.
No.
Amen. But I tell you one thing though, That's how your mama paid for your college. My little big nose niece. Mi ahora Sabrina nariz. Yes, Lord, you little big nose. But thank the Lord, we shaped your nose. We shaped it, and you grew into it.
Oh.
See, that's what black folk do. We shape your nose, baby. We shaped you.
Oh.
You grew into it. Fine.
Grandma, I love you too. Hey, Patrice, how you been?
Don't you Patrice me, little Thomas. The last time I seen you, I was looking at the tail lights of your Cadillac.
Well, what did you expect me to do?
I expected you to be like your daddy and have my back.
Look, no disrespect, y'all, but your aunt is crazy. Okay, look, she calls me the other week and tells me, hey, let's go out and have a drink. Okay, fine. This fool takes me to...
You better watch your mouth. This Auntie Patty, boo-boo.
All right, Auntie Patty takes me to O-Bar. Start off with Jackson Street.
What you doing at O-Bar? I go there. What are y'all doing?
Okay, we get there. She picks up 2 college students, all right? Picks up 2 college students. They decide to have a drinking contest, right? Poor college students get hauled off in an ambulance. She's steady drinking.
They couldn't hang with Auntie Patty.
That sounds like Auntie Patty.
Then she takes my keys, hops in my car because she wants to go to Old Creek Mills Bar, right? We're headed down I-10 going 110 miles an hour.
115?
I'm screaming, scared for my life, right? I'm crying for my grandma. A grown man sitting there crying for my grandma. When we finally get there, we run into Hell's Biker Angels, right? And guess what Aunt Patty wants to do? She wants to drink and she wants to gamble. I'm like, what are you doing? Then she gets into a fight with all the biker girls. I mean, I'm just so horrified. I'm like, what's going on?
They was cheating. Them dice was loaded. Loaded. You hear what I'm saying? The dice was loaded. But I bet your Aunt Patty dealt with them busters.
Okay, but then what happened?
Oh my God. Look, I am just horrified, scared to my life. I'm sitting there getting beat the hell up. I tell Aunt Patty, let's run, but she refuses to.
Run?
Yes.
Patrice Wilkins don't run for nobody. I'm Patrice Wilkins. You know your Aunt Patty don't run for nobody.
I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, I'm just, look, you know what? I'm scared and I'm just horrified of my life. I'm scared. I need to go call I need to call my grandma and I need to hug too.
I forgive you, little Thomas. It ain't your fault. You ain't nothing like your dad. I should have known you wasn't about that life.
I need to call my grandma. Tell her I got PSTD.
Oh, what? Excuse me. What you mean PTSD? Come on, get it right.
I'm glad to see you relaxing up, Patty.
Excuse me? You say you scared to see I'm relaxing.
No, ma'am.
Aunt Patty relaxing.
No, ma'am.
That's what I'm doing, relaxing. Don't play with me, little girl, because I will knock the spit out of your saliva if you ever play with me.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm relaxing, you want to know the reason why I'm relaxing? I say, do you too want to know the reason why I'm relaxing? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm relaxing because I pled the blood of Jesus over my brother all the way over here as I was riding in my car. You understand what I'm saying? I'm relaxing because my head can hit the pillow knowing the fact that my God is able. He is a provider and he is a healer and his will be done, whether it's what we want or what he wants, because his will is always perfect. And Jesus, the Lamb of God, will heal. Oh, yes, he will. He will heal my brother. But if he decides that he wants to take his faithful servant on up into heaven with him, you know what he gonna hear? I say, do you know what he gonna hear? Woo! I've been waiting on you. I've been waiting on you. I've been waiting on ya. Hallelujah to the Lamb of God. Ooh, and he gonna say, welcome. Welcome, my faithful servant. Come to the life that you always desired to live. Sit on the right hand of the Father and the left hand of the Son and the holiest of the holiest. because we've been waiting on you. We've been waiting on you, Pastor. We've been waiting on you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Escuchen. Muy bien, gracias. Y usted. Muy bien, gracias. Y usted. Muy bien, gracias. Y usted. Let me see.
Tiara? Tiara!
Is she
Look,
good?
look like she's okay. Go and get the nurse. Tiara! Somebody get some help!
Okay, I need everybody back. I need everybody back.
No!
I need everybody back, please.
Everybody, let's get back, please.
Ma'am, she okay?
Ma'am? I was just giving you a hard time. I need you back, ma'am. Mama, what's wrong with
Back
her?
up, everybody. Just back up. Yes, please. Everybody, Cheryl, calm down.
Take him in the waiting room, please. Now, please.
Cheryl, get up and come on. Help her, help her.
She's diabetic. She's diabetic. She gets it from me. She was in the hospital for 3 months. She almost lost her kidneys. Don't worry, ma'am. We're going to take care of you, okay? I know you're not eating. I can tell.
Battle B! What up, homie? I rocks with you. Battle Street, baby. Ah!
Daddy, sit.
What? You don't recognize your fam?
Where's Tiara?
Don't look at me.
Let me get my autograph. Battle.
I don't listen to rap. Do you know Jesus?
Battle
Don't let me find out she no groupie.
Mr. B.
Battle B.
That'll be whatever. I can take you to where Tiara is.
Fine.
Watch your back, fool. Southside representing.
Sit your church behind down.
If there's anything that I can do, anything, please let me know.
As a matter of fact, Lil Thomas, there is something.
Anything.
You know, you are like a son to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing what you're doing.
Hospital called me and told me you passed out. So I'm here.
They already paid you. What are you doing?
Worry about that. I don't need the bread right now.
You're so sweet.
Thank you.
I'm fine. I had another episode. I haven't been taking my shots.
You haven't been taking your shots? You want to die or something?
No. It's just been so stressful with everything going on. I didn't want anybody to see me. I don't want them to know. I don't want them to stress more. I'm fine. You didn't have to come. But thank you. I love you.
I love you more.
Whoa, wait a minute, Mona. Look, baby, I need you to go back to the car.
Why?
Baby, her father's inside, her family's inside. I need you to go back inside and sit and wait in the car. We can't do this right now. It's not the time to do this.
But they know I work for you.
See, that's the problem. You work for me, okay? It's not the time or place.
Hey, just come on.
Miss Elizabeth?
Miss Elizabeth. Hey. Come on now. Don't cry. Don't cry. Come on, Miss Elizabeth.
All those years I put up with that man. It's just not fair.
Come on now. It's gonna be okay.
You just never know when you're gonna run out of time. You gotta appreciate what you have now.
Yeah.
And you'll do anything just for more time. Anything.
No, I haven't been right myself, Miss Elizabeth.
I know, son. I know. But you got time. You've got time.
Thank you.
You are the captain of your household. God entrusted your house to you to lead it. So you take it back. You get control, son. You get control.
Yes, ma'am. Understand. I see you're not wearing a ring up, aren't you?
Don't touch me.
Peace off. Take it. Come here.
Oh, move.
Here.
Stop.
So beautiful. Look, there's no easy way to say this, so I'm gonna just come out and say it. I let you down, and I'm sorry.
So, wait. So, that's it? Huh? Like, you just think it's that easy? Like, I hurt you? Oh, by the way, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
But you did. I mean, once again, you have the knack, the talent, the gift to hurt the people closest to you. I mean, I've been a good wife to you. I don't deserve this.
Oh, I'll pack my things and I'll be gone in the morning if that's what you want. Tissue, look at me. Look at me, baby. Hey, look at me. I love you. And I will do whatever it takes to make it work again. I'm willing to do it. I was a fool.
Just don't touch me. Just get away from me. I just need time to think about this. I've been a good wife to you. I've held you down through thick and thin. I mean, this is not even about her. It's about you and your selfish self. You still here?
Sorry.
Sorry, so mean.
Hello, I'm Dr. Turner, and I came to give you an update on Clara's condition. Her test results show that her insulin levels are normal. They are back to normal. Yes, everything's fine. She will be okay. And I can release her to you all, but someone has to make sure that she takes her insulin. It is imperative that she takes her medicine every day.
We'll see to it that she takes it.
Okay, and you all are aware that she does have diabetes.
No.
Yes.
Some of you look like you didn't know that she had,
We didn't.
Didn't.
and she does have type 2 diabetes.
I didn't even know she had diabetes.
Well, I was told not to say anything.
By who? The wife that you don't sleep with?
I knew, doctor.
Did you?
Yes.
She does have type 2 diabetes. She's had it for quite a while.
She gets it from me, sweetie.
The good thing is that she will be okay as long as she takes her medicine.
She knows how serious this is.
Yes, and diabetic episodes like these are very dangerous. She could go into a coma, a diabetic coma. So the stress yes, the stress that's going on with your father right now could really activate something like that. So it is so important that she takes her medicine. Just know that she's going to be okay, and put all your focus and your prayers on the pastor. Okay?
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Take care. Okay.
She should have told us she needs to get her life together and start taking care of herself.
She didn't want you all to worry.
She didn't want us to worry, or you didn't want us to worry?
She didn't want y'all to worry. I mean, you're already judgmental. You already talk about her lifestyle.
She ain't gonna die. The devil is a lie.
I've lived with it. Your grandmother's lived with it. I mean, it's manageable. Your sister just has to manage it. She just has to do better. She has to eat better. She has to rest better. She has to do everything better. We all have to do everything better.
Right about that.
So what did you mean earlier, Vaughn? I mean, what is it that you want me to stop doing that I'm doing?
Thomas Jr., I am not stupid. Don't play me for a fool. I figured out what was going on a long time ago. I just didn't have the proof to confront you or to tell my husband about it.
Look, you know what? I wish you would just go ahead and tell me what it is that you're talking about, because right now I don't have a clue.
Stop your inappropriate behavior.
Inappropriate behavior?
Hey guys,
Hey.
what's going on? Y'all look troubled. What's wrong with her? What was that all about?
Oh, she knows.
She knows what?
Oh, she knows about us. She knows everything.
She can't know.
Oh, she does.
We need to talk about this.
Come on, cause look, you know what? I told you.
Oh, here you are, Mom. Been looking for you.
Oh,
Got you some coffee.
thank you, sweetie.
How are you?
I'm fine. I had to get away from everything and just think for a minute. We're gonna have to figure out what to tell everyone.
But how? That's gonna be so difficult.
Sometimes you have to have the tough conversations, baby girl. I don't know how. I just know.
Why would God put us here? I mean, billions of galaxies, all of these stars. Why would He put us here? Just to love each other and then to lose each other.
Baby girl, you and I are like those galaxies out there. We're just passing through. We're not meant to stay.
Yeah, I know that's real. I love you, Mama.
Oh, sweetheart, I love you too.
Oh.
It's okay. It has to be okay.
I can't believe she knows. She can't know. This could ruin, it could ruin everything. And if Daddy finds out, what am I talking about? Daddy may not even make it.
Baby, look, honey, everything is gonna be okay, all right? Your daddy's gonna make it through. Okay? Now don't. Now I need you to have more faith. And I need you not to doubt, right? Your father was the one that taught us that fear and faith cannot remain in the same place.
You're right. I mean, Daddy wouldn't want us to be fearful of anything, no matter what.
Exactly.
Not even me loving you.
See what I mean? Exactly. Now, I must admit, I'm a little concerned about your mother. I mean, that look she gave me, that was kind of dangerous.
Don't be worried about my mom. And she has a few skeletons of her own, you know.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. Wait.
Okay, that's right. You go first. Hello, Liz.
Rothstein, thank you so much for coming so soon.
Oh yes, I rushed right over after Christmas Eve service.
I appreciate
So
it.
weird not having him there.
I know, this was his favorite time of year. I was,
Well, you know he's a church member. But he's also Daddy's attorney.
You know, we were praising and thanking God in advance for Pastor's full recovery. How is he?
Things are still very uncertain. We're just thanking and believing God for healing. Thank you for bringing these over.
No problem. I can't stay. Mrs. is waiting for me to finish wrapping presents.
I understand. Thank you again.
I'll keep Pastor in my prayers.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure that things were in order in the event I lose your father.
Ugh, Mama, don't talk like that.
Please.
What things, Mama?
Well, you girls are going to find out soon enough anyway. We had to make some changes to the distribution plan for your trusts.
Well, this seems to be a family matter. I'm gonna go ahead and excuse myself.
What changes, Mama?
Your dad and I discussed some things, and due to the financial shifting of funds in the family and the church, we had to make some adjustments to make sure that all three of you were taken care of properly, that it was distributed properly.
I'm sure it's not that big a deal. Daddy told us a long time ago that we don't ever have to worry about money. So whatever is in there, I'm sure it reflects that.
Well, not exactly, but because of the stock market volatility and fluctuations, some of your portfolios have decreased in value.
Gotta be kidding me. Let me see that. Hey. What is this? I don't even understand this.
Let me see. It says here that we aren't even getting the same amounts in our trust anymore.
What?
And that, Mama, you're gonna control it till we 40?
40? 40, Mama? Oh no, we have to discuss this. What?
Your father and I discussed it, and it is what it is. Look at you. You all have already shown us that you are not responsible to handle what we have for you. Not yet.
Wait a minute, Mama. What is this all about? Well, maybe Daddy just realizes that you're just gonna blow through your money anyway.
What is all this noise about?
Mama thinks we can't handle our own money.
Is this true, Lizzie? You ain't trying to cheat these girls out of what's theirs, are you?
Patricia, not that it is any of your business, sweetie, but nobody is trying to cheat anybody.
You probably get most of the money anyway. Why would you go and say something like that? Because you know it's true.
Stop fussing. We didn't raise y'all like this. Oh my God. Fussing and fighting over the material things of this world. Your souls are what's important. Righteousness is what's important.
You're not even perfect yourself. You don't talk to Mama like that.
I got this. Cheryl,
Get 'em on.
it has been a long day, and I've had just about all I am going to take from you. Now, you need to sit yourself down and shut up before I
No,
tear you
Mama.
down.
I would not sit down and I would not shut up. You always preaching to us got me thinking I'm some kind of perfect person for you and Daddy. Making me think I'm some kind of perfect person, putting up some kind of front. Well, you're not even perfect yourself.
Oh,
Babe.
you know what? Your father and I taught you. Girl, I will knock you.
Knock me out, Mama.
To Jesus. I
Knock
will
me
knock you
out.
to Jesus. Serious. Cheryl, sit down. I am not in the mood.
Some
That may
perfect
be your
person
father,
you
but
are.
that's my husband.
I don't care. You acting like some kind of perfect person and you been hitting the bottle. Wait a minute. No, Mama, not again.
Again, what are y'all talking about?
A long time ago, me and Mom went for a ride, and you two were already in church, and Daddy was at work, and Mom made a stop real quick, and she thought she was going to a store, and she went in, she came out, and it wasn't until I got older that I realized she made a stop at the neighborhood bar. And when she came out, I mean, just something wasn't right. It's just in her eyes. I could just see something wasn't right.
And I got in the car. And I cut the music on. And it felt so good. I was just in the moment. And the music was going. And I was driving. And I got to a yellow light. And I thought I could make it. And the car I hit had a child in the same age as my baby. And we were fine. But that child could never walk again. But then, and the car that I hit had a baby the same age as her. And we were fine, but the child couldn't walk anymore.
Mama, I didn't know about any accident.
We got a new car. And I went on an extended vacation. Except vacation was rehab. And now, out of that accident, I have chronic back pain. So, lesson learned, I don't drink and drive anymore. I drink at home because it's the only way I can deal with the pain. So before you judge me, you understand me.
Yes.
So now we have this perfect life. We prosper. But I have to live with the fact that because of me, a person can't walk or run or have a normal life. And maybe, just maybe, all of this, Patty, is my fault for what I did. Maybe it's my fault.
I'm not judging you, but the drinking is only masking the pain.
Needing help.
Yes, you do. You do need help. I mean, oh my God, you're not just drinking to mask the pain. Mom, you're drinking because you're carrying around all that guilt. I mean, come on, God has already forgiven you. You have got to do what you have to do. You have got to forgive yourself.
Have we heard anything yet?
No, nothing. We're just having a family discussion.
Since we're having this what's done in the dark, just come into the light discussion. Why are you sleeping with little Thomas?
Say what?
Man, all this time y'all making me seem like the messed up one and y'all got all these issues.
Shut up. This is none of your business.
Excuse me? None of whose business?
Theirs, Mama. Theirs.
But I was the one that was talking to you, baby.
Baby. So y'all two really are sleeping together?
Disgusting.
I
Ew.
used to take baths together.
Taking big girl, big boy baths.
He is your father's best friend's oldest son. he was around the house playing with you girls. I mean, growing up, and you think that's okay. I mean, you say that my husband is the reason why your life turned around, and you think it's okay? Seriously?
Oh, man.
It's out of order.
Yeah, he's like a brother to us, and it's kind of weird, but it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that best friends might be together.
Don't try to use the Bible to justify this.
They're both grown now.
I mean, what were you doing? Just sitting around, peeking around the corner, waiting on her to get old enough so I wouldn't put your butt in jail?
Nasty self.
Gonna have him cut you out of the wheel.
Ooh,
Can we get
Mama, let's just
I'll
talk
take it.
about this. No, I take her money, Mama, because she don't deserve it.
Calm
She been
down.
she been talking to you about
Calm down.
Mama, let's just
Calm
talk about
down.
this,
Calm
please.
down.
Miss Potty Mouth.
I don't want to talk. There's nothing to talk about.
Look, I'm gonna go take a walk. Me too.
Lizzie, you can't be playing with them girls' coins like that.
Patty, no one is playing with their coins. Walter and I made the decision, and they are not responsible, and I cannot have them old and broke. I can't do it.
You right about that?
Can I get you ladies some water?
You ain't acting like no rapper.
Where rappers can't be concerned and have manners?
You right. My bad. So, you dating my niece or what?
Something like that.
Alright then.
That a lot. It's just that I've been so tied up into things that it's just been keeping me away from you, Lord. Father, please don't hold that against me. You know we're not perfect, 'cause you made us. You made us, Lord. It is not my desire to hurt you or the wife that you entrusted in me, but it's my desire to make her whole, not for her to be broken by me. We need you, Lord. We need you. For I know you are the only one that can make us whole. So, Father, I'm asking you to come into our marriage and make us whole again, so we could be one again. Give me the favor in her heart, Lord. I love you. I just want to be better. A reflection of your love to her.
What are you doing?
Praying.
Can't remember the last time I even heard you pray. Can't remember the last time I even got you to go to church with me.
Yeah, well, I need to work on that.
Gordon, what happened to the person that I knew? I mean, the person that used to be a man of God.
Honestly, I don't know. It's like I got so tied up in the work. I mean, I skipped a few Sundays. Next thing I knew, I was having meetings on Sundays, traveling and such. Not to even realize that it was just pulling me away from the church,
I'm just as much to blame as our failing marriage as you are. I mean, I sat by and watched you make bad decision after bad decision, and I did nothing. I didn't even say anything. I just sat there silent. And I just figured that after a while you would change. But then I just came to the conclusion that you didn't even care about fixing us anymore.
Baby, I always care. Those vows that we took was serious to me.
Look, Gord, I don't want to do this right now. I can't.
Wait, I'm not letting you go. I'm gonna hold on to you with everything inside of me. I'm not letting you go. So please, stay.
We may be able to get to the other side, but we may not be together.
No, hey, don't say that. To death do us part, remember?
Wait a minute, you broke those vows. You the one that broke those vows, not me. Don't go throwing that in my face.
No, you assumed that I broke those vows. You did.
Oh, I assumed. Okay. So let's not assume. How about that, Gordon? How about I just come out and ask you? Have you cheated on me? Huh? Have you?
Yes.
This is no surprise. Not at all. It's more like a confirmation. So now, what do you expect me to do with that?
Forgive me. Please.
Please. Look, baby, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that she didn't mean anything. I'm not gonna do that. I lied enough. But I can say nothing and no one is worth losing you. You understand?
Who was it?
Who doesn't matter, baby?
Who was it? Who? Was it Mona?
Everybody hates me. I'm gonna go and eat myself some worms. Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. I'm gonna go and eat myself some worms.
This is the longest Christmas Eve ever.
Sure is a big difference from when we were kids. Believing in Santa Claus.
Yeah, we had the hardest time to get Cheryl to believe in Santa Claus.
Because she was always the killjoy.
Oh, you're funny.
I still don't know how we believe that one man traveled all over the world in one night. Why do people lie to their children like that?
I don't know.
It's not about lying, sweetheart. It is about believing in the magic.
Nobody can play God.
Ooh, I feel a deliverance. Ooh, I feel a deliverance. Ooh, he's using those doctors as the instrument. They just his tools because he is the healer. Hallelujah. And he's delivering my brother right now in the name of Jesus. Yes, he is. Feliz Navidad.
Somebody get him some water, please.
Need some water.
Amen.
Agua, por favor.
Hi, everyone.
Why are you back here?
Well, Gordon told me he was still here, so I figured he must be hungry. I was baking some Christmas cookies and I decided to bring it over. And I brought some burgers too.
Nobody wants your cookies. Keep them to yourself.
Speak for yourself. I'm hungry. Bring that over here, boo-boo. The cookies too.
Whose side are you on, Auntie? What you doing?
How's he doing?
Don't worry about how he's doing. It's none of your business.
I got this, Cheryl. Mona,
Yes, Tashara?
you need to leave.
I'm not leaving. I just got here. You need to let go of your insecurities.
Oh, whoa. If she say you need to leave, you gotta go.
Bye.
Now.
Hey. Mona, why are you back here? I told you I'll talk to you later.
You don't need to be worried about him or my daddy.
Cheryl.
You need to be worried about us laying hands on you up in here.
Cheryl, please. Look, things are too complicated. You have to leave.
Okay.
Because I'm about that life.
I'll just see you in office tomorrow.
No, you will not see me in office tomorrow. Okay? I have your things sent to your house. Mona, we can't work together anymore.
What? You fired me?
Yes. That's just what things gonna have to be.
So what are you really saying? That you wasn't firing me last night at my house.
What?
Wait.
Gordon?
Hold on. Y'all just back up. Mona, is it? Hey, sweetheart, I'm listening. See that young man over there? That's my son-in-law. I believe he told you that you needed to leave. Now, I know you didn't really think that you were going to come up in this place and disrespect my daughter in front of her family while my husband and her father are back there fighting for his life. Now, what you need to do is dig real deep down in there, somewhere, because I don't know you. Find you some dignity, and you need to leave now, like he told you, or I will lay some hands on you, and it won't be to break.
Yeah, because I'm about that life, and I'm going to get you to the count of 3 to leave up out of here, and I'm already on 2.
I don't need this.
Go.
And Gordon,
Don't even
you'll
talk
be
about
hearing from my attorney.
1-800 hoe.
Them old Family Dollar jeans on.
All right now, about time. Ugh, y'all finally got a backbone.
Good job, Gordon.
When it comes to my babies, I'm about that life too.
That's right, Mama.
Lizzie, give me some, Lizzie.
Look, everyone, I'm sorry about everything. Okay?
Thanks for having my back.
Yeah, I just want everyone to know that I did not bring her. I did not tell her to come here. I know you guys probably hate my guts, but I did not tell her to come here. I wouldn't do that to this family.
I know you wouldn't, Gordon. I know you wouldn't.
Daddy's gonna be okay, right? Yes, he is. I mean, come on, Daddy is the strongest man I know.
I know. Just don't understand, man. Last time I saw him, he was fine.
And you know, Daddy never went to the doctor. I mean, he probably been having symptoms, but he just ignored them.
Yeah, you're probably right. We all need to start taking better care of ourselves.
So glad to hear you say that.
I thought you were asleep.
Yeah.
So, you gonna work things out with Gordon?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've just put up with his stuff for so long.
No. He has a good heart, sis. Don't give up on him yet.
I know. I mean, honestly, I still love him, but is love even enough?
Daddy always said that love is all we need. I mean, if you have love, then everything else follows, right?
I love you, sis.
I love you too.
Hey, let's go talk for a second.
Sure. You wanna walk a bit?
No, we'll just go right here, because I just want to be right here when you come out of surgery.
What's up?
I just want to thank you for what you did earlier with Mona.
There's no need to thank me. That's something I should have done a long time ago.
Well, thank you anyway. I mean, for a moment, I kind of felt like I was still important to you.
Listen, I'm sorry for making you feel less than the most important thing to me in this world.
Look, I can't make any promises, but if you're willing to, I mean, I'm willing to give us another shot and try it again.
If I'm willing to, huh?
Yeah, Lord Jesus, I guess we can give it another try. Oh, Lord.
taking way too long.
Well, the surgeon is still operating. I came out to tell you that there were some unexpected complications and that further blockage was found in his heart. You know, this has taken longer than planned because now they have to go deeper into the heart than previously expected.
What are you saying? Is he gonna make it?
Well, it is uncertain at this time. I mean, the procedure is complicated as it is, and your father's heart is weaker than we anticipated. There is a possibility that he may not make it through the procedure. Listen. Now, I have to head back to the observatory, but I will keep you informed, okay? Excuse me.
Come on, everybody. Come on. Come on. Let's all hold it together. Remember, this is a night of celebration of the birth of our Lord and Savior. He was born this very day so that we could call on him in times of need. He is the same Jesus that walked this earth 2,000 years ago healing the sick, and he is the same Jesus that can heal the sick today. He said, ask in his Father's name, and it shall be granted. Yes. Now let's all join hands right now. Stop all this crying, and let's pray. Father God, we come to you, Lord, standing here before you on behalf of my brother, your faithful servant, Jesus. Father God, we are asking in your name, Lord, for a real Christmas miracle, Lord, a true Christmas miracle, Lord. Yes, one that only you can bring, God. And we are resting right now, Lord, knowing that you are going to give us that Christmas miracle, Lord. In the name of Jesus, we pray, Lord. Feliz Navidad. Feliz cumpleaños, Jesus Christos. Hallelujah. Woo. Amen. Oh, I'm a fan, baby. Oh.
Can I talk to you for a moment, please?
Yes. Excuse me, Yes.
Look, I know that this is a lot on all of us, all right? And I know that you don't approve of me and your daughter's relationship.
Oh, God. I don't want to
Just
talk about this.
hear me out. All I'm asking is just for another opportunity to where we can discuss it with my father's best friend at a later date whenever he's better and stronger.
You're right. You're right. If he pulls through this, we want him to be strong.
Yes.
I will. Okay. I will let you talk to him.
Thank you. That's all I'm asking. Thank you.
Sure.
Well, the surgery was a success.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you.
He's actually being moved to recovery now, and you can see him in about 30 minutes. Looks
God.
like he's gonna pull through.
Yes. Muy bien, gracias y usted, Lord. Muy bien.
I told you, Mama, see?
Oh, yes. Muy bien, gracias y usted. Muy bien, gracias y usted. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, baby, don't you ever scare me like that again.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Amen.
God is good.
Yes, he is.
Don't worry, Liz. You got a lot of years to be stuck with me. I'm not checking out no time soon.
So glad you're okay, Daddy. You know, you gave us a really big scare.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I never even knew I had heart trouble.
It's because you're too stubborn to go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's make a deal, baby. I'll go to the doctor regularly if you agree to go back to rehab.
Huh?
I know that you've been drinking again.
I'm sorry, Walter.
Just promise you'll get help again.
I promise.
Is that young Thomas over there in the corner?
Glad to see that you made it through this one, old man.
Who you calling old? Daddy,
Hey,
where you think you going dressed like that?
mi hermano, estos vivos.
You for coming.
Te amo, mi hermano.
Hey, Daddy. I love you, Daddy.
Love you too, baby. Gordon,
Hey, Pop. I'm glad you're doing all right, man.
thanks for coming.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, baby girl.
I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad you made the decision to come home for Christmas.
Where else would I be? I wouldn't have missed this for anything. Want to introduce you to somebody? Daddy, this is Byron. Byron, this is my dad.
You look like that rapper Battle B.
Sir, that's me.
I heard your music. The youth in the church, they keep me up to date. Are you dating my daughter?
Well, I hope we won't be for long.
You're gonna do this in front of my family? Are you serious?
I got something for Christmas. Let's stop dating and get married.
Cállate la boca.
I'm getting married. Oh, congratulations, baby.
Thank you.
Oh, Daddy.
It's all right. Let me see that ring.
What you think, Daddy?
That's nice.
If Daddy approves, then we're good.
I love you, brother. Glad you're okay.
Thank you for coming.
I love you, Walter.
Feliz Navidad.
That's good.